I would, will the meeting for January 2018 please come to order? Will y'all please silence your cell phones? Allie, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And will you please call roll?
Mr. Foster.
Here.
Mr. Short.
Here.
Mr. Lynn.
Here.
Ms. Griffin.
Here.
Mr. Muse.
Here.
Ms. Suggs.
Here.
Ms. Bourne.
Here.
Ms. Williams.
Here.
Mr. Lay.
Here.
The press.
Here.
Let the record show we have a quorum. Next item on the agenda is to waive the reading and approve the minutes as presented from the December 21st, 2017 City Council meeting.
It's got December 16th on the agenda here. It'll be the 21st. 16th. What did you say?
17. 2017?
Really,
Yeah.
what he's saying is there,
Oh, and the,
there's a 16th, so I don't know if it's the 16th or the 21st. Do you know, Lisa?
The meeting for December was the 21st.
Okay, so you're right.
okay.
Make that motion.
Do we have a motion?
Second.
Ann?
Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Suggs.
Yes.
Ms. Bourne.
Yes.
Mr. Muse.
Yes.
Ms. Griffin.
Yes.
Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Mr. Short.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item is the approval of the payments journal for the month of December 2017. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Ann?
Mr. Short.
Yes.
Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Ms. Griffin.
Yes.
Mr. Muse.
Yes.
Ms. Suggs.
Yes.
Ms. Bourne.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item is approval of street sanitation, general, community center O&M, and miscellaneous funds for the month of December 2017. Entertain a motion to accept as presented.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Second.
Ann?
Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Ms. Griffin.
Yes.
Ms. Suggs.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Ms. Bourne.
Yes.
Mr. Muse.
Yes.
Mr. Short.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item, you have your supervisors' reports in your packets. Are there any questions for any of the supervisors? Okay, we have no new old business. We'll move on to new business. Next item is the procedures for the council meetings. I think, Terry, I think we'll continue with the 2009 ordinance stating a date and time of the council meetings, and that we'll continue with Robert's rules for tonight's meeting, and that we will look at this other resolution until next meeting. Is that, there were a few changes in the resolution. I think some folks had some questions with it. I think we need
Bring it back as old business.
bring it back as old business, yes.
So we need a motion and a second by the council, and a vote by the council to continue operating under the existing procedures that we passed last January
forward.
a year ago until the next meeting.
I'll make a motion that we continue with the procedures in effect that we've already established, and that this procedure be brought up under old business next month.
I'll second.
Any other discussion?
For those who don't know, that's one of the things that the state mandates that we shall do. And if it says you shall do it, you have to do it. It just doesn't say exactly how to do it.
Every January, yes.
There we go.
Mr. Foster,
Yes.
Mr. Short,
Yes.
Ms. Griffin,
Yes.
Mr. Muse,
Yes.
Ms. Sugg,
Yes.
Ms. Bourne, yes, Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Next item is the state of the city. As you know, January is the time that we talk about the state of our city. And I'd like to start off just talking about our departments, kind of give a quick rundown about who are the head of our departments and kind of what's going on in each departments. Police department is led by Chief Bobby Walker. All officers are equipped with their own cars. The patrol officers have new computers in each car. Officers have new vests, body cameras, tasers, digital radios, and we have 2 resources officers at the school district, one in the grade school and one in the middle school, which has been a tremendous help to the school district. And we've had a lot of great comments and a lot of success over there. We have 7 members on our newly trained SWAT team. We're really proud of their accomplishments, and they've worked real hard. So, fire is Chief Link Cothran. Fire department is staffed with 2 firemen, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. All firemen are certified and have new turnout gear. All of the fire equipment is up to date, including a new ladder truck, a new river rescue boat that was just purchased. Has that been delivered yet, Chief?
Last night.
Okay. And Chief Cothran continues to stress training and progression for the fire department. Public Works, Superintendent Jeff Ashmore over sanitation, and Superintendent Carl Pattison is over street. And I've challenged these 2 gentlemen to implement some new maintenance programs, as well as new safety and procedure study for so we can continue our professional service. Y'all excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Sanitation, we have 2. We're bidding on 2 new garbage trucks as we speak. They're in dire need. We've refurbished about 10 dumpsters. We've purchased 10 other dumpsters. Sanitation and Recycle continues to provide a first-class service, especially for the homebound citizens. Sanitation is open every day of the year except for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and that's for residential and commercial customers altogether. The street side of Public Works continues to provide our leaf and limb and grass pickup, as well as street repairs. The crew, I've got to thank them for this past December, when they all worked on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, to catch us up from the fall foliage hitting the ground. And they just did it. They did a wonderful job. We had just completed the Highway Street Aid Program. That was we spent a little over $300,000 on paving 4th Street, Moore Street, Case Street, Front, East Sugarloaf, a little bit of Hollowell, isn't that right, Eddie? And Toluca, and the entrance to Bobby Jean. We're applying right now for another $250,000 grant that we hope that it probably won't be in 18, but in 19 we can have that grant as well. As y'all see, if you've been down Ely, they're starting to proceed with the sidewalk down Ely on the west side of Ely Street. And that should be finished probably within the next 3 or 4 weeks. We also have a grant to do a sidewalk on Weddingford, and that project should start as soon as we get our last easement approval in. Also, we've got sections of the downtown sidewalk that we're going to repair as soon as the weather will permit. Animal control, which is our enforcement officer, is Zach Carlisle. Zach works very hard in conjunction with Wendy at the animal shelter, and the main thing I can say about Zach Carlisle is you couldn't have a better one for the position. As well, he works with people and animals. He's just a great asset, and we're lucky to have him. Parks Department, Director Stacy Mills, Assistant to the Director is Chris Kramer, Ground Supervisor is Scott Hadley, and Athletic Director is Tyler Irwin. Community Center has about 1,300 members, which enjoy the complex along with many of the senior citizens and all the Silver Sneaker programs and the Silver Fit programs that come along. It's a wonderful facility, and Stacy and the crew are doing a great job of making it look brand new and keeping it where it should be. The park program has, it continues to have activities for the kids here in the community. Over 1,000 kids that we have in baseball, softball, soccer, and basketball. So it's a wonderful thing. We can go into a lot of the activities at the community center as far as the exercise classes and the yoga and the Brazilian whatever, and but they just do a great job, and we're always constantly working on new programs and look forward to that. The Parks Department also has Sandy Beach, Anderson Trail, Spring Park. Spring Park, we're getting ready for a facelift. They have the Eagle Bank Park, the new Greers Ferry Lake Trail Council trails that are going to go across the city. And soon, I say soon, but at some point in time, they'll be in charge of our new dog park. And I can't tell you where that, we haven't found a location for that yet, but we're sure working on it. Airport manager, Charlie Evans. Charlie's another one that we're really fortunate to have. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of engineering experience, airplane flying experience, and he's done a wonderful job at the airport. Everybody loves Charlie. And Ann, who helps him sometimes coming in. They love to hear Ann's voice coming in the radio as they're flying in. We just completed a 6,000 gallon double wall fuel tank at the airport. Charlie took it on his own and installed a new security system. We have a new beacon. If y'all haven't noticed that, if you've been on a mountain coming into town. In our plans for this year, we're looking for a runway rehabilitation. We'll overlay that completely, the runways. You know when that might be, Charlie?
We're planning on starting that project certainly after Labor Day, after our tourist season.
Right.
And we will be down, the engineer tells me we'll be down 4 weeks. I'm telling our flying community we'll be down 6. I'm hedging.
Right. But that'll be a great update for the airport. We're looking at some new gas pumps to go along with this new fuel tank. The fuel sales were up tremendously this last year, so that means that we had a lot of tourism and we had a lot of people coming to Heber Springs. And we're approaching the state for funding for a new up to 17 what they call nested T-hangers. Isn't that the correct
Correct.
terminology? And that could be some up to $30,000-$40,000 in additional revenues for us if that goes through. The hangar that we built for Chris McClung and his repair center has been very beneficial to the city, and Chris has brought in quite a few new clients, so we're tickled about that. A few final comments that I make, and I'll shut up. As you know, that it's an exciting time to live in Heber Springs. Watching the new growth within our city, we have several new restaurants and businesses in the city, just to name a few of them. Food Greek Taco, Angie's Hideaway, Fit Food To Go, Verona's Italian. The new Sonic will soon be coming up. We have new businesses, the Metal Building Supply, the remodeling of the old glove factory is going to be Hip Equipment Rental, and of course Cowboy Chevrolet, Landers Cowboy Chevrolet came in town, just to name a few. What an exciting time for our city, with new businesses and restaurants and the new jobs that they will bring. And also we have Casey's General Store coming in on Front and 2nd Street, so we're looking forward to them as well. In the coming year, we hope to have several accomplishments, some which are the continuation of beautification of the downtown to include a facelift to Spring Park, as well as the sidewalks to improve the walkability in the downtown shopping area. These are just a few. The city looks forward to working with the county, the Chamber of Commerce, Downtown Network, and all the organizations that contribute to our beautiful community. The city will continue to focus on service, safety, economic development, tourism, parks, recreation, and working with a balanced budget. And we look forward to a great 2018. And like I said, it's an exciting time. I think we're kind of on the top of the mountain, and we're going in the right direction. So I'm excited, and I want to thank the council for all the work that y'all do. I need to thank our office for all the work y'all do in the treasurer's office. And Lisa, thank you, and our clerk. And so we look forward to a great 2018. Next item is our senior citizens contract. We need let me get through it. We need to read it here.
No, you don't have to read the contract, you just need the council to authorize you to enter the contract.
Y'all know that the funds that we give the senior citizens every year, 25,000, and hopefully we can do more as the years go by. Matter of fact, senior citizens facility, I think they're up to, they were doing like 60 meals a day that they were delivering, and I think they're up to 300 meals a day. So it's just incredible what they do for the community. Do we have a motion to accept?
I make a motion, we let the mayor sign the agreement for the funding of the Cleveland County Aging Program for $25,000.
I second it.
Any discussion? Ann?
Mr. Lane?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Bourne?
Yes.
Ms. Sugg?
Yes.
Mr. Muse?
Yes.
Ms. Griffin?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
And Mr. Foster?
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item is our information technology policy. David, would you like to kind of explain that to the council?
give credit to Lisa, because she's the one that did the research to come up with it. But it's basically a policy that's the city's position on what's required to gain access into any wireless network. We have wireless networks at the community center, which is the only public one. And then we have wireless access at the ballpark and within this building. And it just states that the requirements will be password protection and anything required to ensure that it's secure and doesn't compromise any of the city's networks, which was also blessed by the IS Division of Legislative Audit.
Thank you.
Do we need a motion to adopt this material?
Yes.
I'll make the motion, we adopt the wireless policy.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Foster,
Yes.
Ms. Griffin,
Yes.
Ms. Sugg,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Lay,
Yes.
Ms. Bourne,
Yes.
Mr. Muse,
Yes.
and Mr. Short.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item is the encroachment at 409 North 4th Street. And normally Doug is here to give us a rundown on that. The planning and zoning have already addressed this issue. Let me see, excuse me, did I say, I'm at 501 South 7th Street. And if you'll see that on that north corner, there's 4 feet 7 inches that encroaches over the line. And the planning and zoning was in agreement to grandfather the encroachment of the portion of the structure into the building setback. Do we have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion that we grandfather in, what was the address? 501 South 7th Street?
No. Yes.
Which building is that?
Wait just a minute. I think I had the wrong.
We've got 2 of them.
It's, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the final one.
The street back
So which one?
That is,
501.
yeah.
What the old timers know, the old town and country store, it's the flooring store down there.
Yeah, it's a flooring store. It's
Quality
LT Davis, and,
Not LT,
no, not LT, no.
Heather Brewer.
Heather Brewer.
Yes. And they, if you'll see where that is, where that encroaches on the south side of the building, I believe it is, isn't it? 16 foot 8 inches, and that's, of course, property lines, that's been forever down there, and it's not encroaching on anything that any right-of-ways or easements that we're concerned about, so.
What you do is a motion to adopt the planning and zoning recommendation to grant this.
Okay, I make a motion to adopt, that was a lot of words.
The planning and zoning.
Planning and zoning commission recommendation
The grandfather.
to grandfather in 501 South 7th Street.
Encroachment.
Encroachment.
Second.
Did you get all that?
Any other discussion? And
Mr. Short,
Yes.
Mr. Muse,
Yes.
Ms. Bourne. Yes. Mr. Lay,
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Sugg,
Yes.
Ms. Griffin,
Yes.
Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Now, the next property is the 409 North Fourth Street. And survey was done by Perry Sales on December 8th, I believe it was, and the planning and zoning has agreed to grandfather the encroachment on this part of the structure into the building right away, or setback. You know, see where that's a lot of times it's when property sales and they come in and they do a new new survey, and they find out where the house has been encroaching on a property line for a long time.
Since it was built.
Make a motion.
Do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'm motioning we allow the encroachment at 409 North Clinton.
North
North
Fourth.
Fourth, and it's on the corner of Fourth and Clinton. So, anyway, we're gonna run into this time and time again. This is about the fifth one now? So, anyway, I move we allow the encroachment.
Second.
Mr. Foster,
Yes.
Ms. Griffin,
Yes.
Ms. Sugg,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Short,
Yes.
Mr. Muse.
Yes.
Ms. Bourne,
Yes.
and Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Can you make Ally read the next one?
I don't know if that's, that'll work. Next item is the ordinance for Red River Radio, a la Ally Sugg, to, that the city can do business with the radio station, even though she may have to recuse herself on a few things, but,
I'll read.
but you want to read the agreement?
An ordinance authorizing the city of Heber Springs to conduct business with Red River Radio Incorporated, prescribing the extent of said authority and for other purposes. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Heber Springs, Arkansas as follows. Section 1. Red River Radio Incorporated is a business in which council member Ally King Sugg holds an executive or managerial office and ownership interest. Section 2. In accordance with Arkansas Code annotated Section 14-42-107B1, the City Council hereby authorizes the mayor to contract with Red River Radio Incorporated despite any indirect benefit council member Ally King Sugg may derive from said business. Section 3. The authority granted herein to the mayor to conduct business with Red River Radio Incorporated shall be limited in scope, time, and cost of the purchase of radio airtime related to advertising and promoting of community events and the city of Heber Springs for the year 2018 at a total cost not to exceed $5,000.
Do we have a motion to accept?
Suspend the rules in place of the ordinance on the second reading by title only.
We only have to read it one time.
Just one time. Oh, great. Move to approve the ordinance.
Second.
Any discussion? Ann?
Mr. Foster,
Yes.
Ms. Griffin,
Yes.
Ms. Prince. Oh, excuse me. I noticed that changed. Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Short,
Yes.
Mr. Muse.
Yes.
Ms. Bourne,
Yes.
and Mr. Lay. Ms.
Yes.
Sugg.
I'll abstain, thank you.
Motion carried. Next item is the reappointment of Ron Gillespie to the Planning and Zoning Commission. His term would expire January 2021.
I make the motion that we reappoint Ron Gillespie for another term.
Second. Second.
Any discussion? Ann?
Mr. Foster?
Yes.
Ms. Griffin?
Yes.
Ms. Sugg? Yes. Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Bourne?
Yes.
Mr. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
Motion carried. Next item is the appointment of Mary Margaret Couch to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Her term to expire January 2021 as well. Do we have a motion?
I move we accept Mary Margaret Couch to Planning and Zoning Commission, term to expire 2021.
Second.
Any discussion?
Motion to. David, I think.
David.
Who's place you?
David.
David.
Yeah.
Who?
David.
David.
Jill.
Oh,
Motion, Ann?
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Sugg? Yes. Ms. Griffin?
Yes.
Mr. Foster?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
Mr. Muse?
yes.
Ms. Bourne?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Motion carried. We had an add-on, Carl Pattison, who is supervisor over street department, that he needs to be added as a signer for the invoices that come in. That doesn't mean checks, that means invoices.
What is his name spelled?
I move we allow Carl Patterson to sign the invoices.
P-A-T-T-E-R-S-O-N.
P-A-T-T-S-O-N.
A second.
New voice for.
P-A-T-T-I-S-O-N.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Bourne?
Yes.
Ms. Sugg? Yes. Mr. Muse?
Yes.
Ms. Griffin?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
And Mr. Foster?
Yes.
Motion carried. I'd like to make one announcement that thanks to Link for taking over tonight. Chief Cothran, Doug Perry's been in the hospital. He's been septic and had some real issues with his leg, and so we sent him down to Little Rock yesterday, day before, and I think they've got him under control, and so I think he'll be able to come home tomorrow.
He's actually out of the hospital now.
Is he? Well,
But
good.
yeah, they're just gonna stay at Little Rock one night, close by, and then they are coming back to Houston tomorrow.
Yeah, but good.
He'll be out for a while.
No, he was in a little bit of trouble, so
Yeah.
we're glad he's gonna be able to go home, and hopefully he'll have a quick recovery. Are there any other announcements?
No, but I have a question.
Yes.
I would like us to address the discounted events for 2017, maybe. I'm not sure what the procedure is, I don't know how we need to address this, but I think we need to look at it.
Okay. Okay. I think,
So how do we do that?
well, we need to put it on the agenda for next
Okay,
meeting.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Now, we can't all sit down together and evaluate that, but I'll sit down with you and,
Okay,
and y'all discuss it as you can.
okay, thank you.
I would love to address that, so. Okay, yes,
I just want to introduce y'all to Lori Hamilton, who'll be working with me at the Sunrise. So if you see her face, you know why she's there.
welcome, yeah. Are you from Heber Springs, or
Yes,
are you, okay?
I'm originally from Indiana, but I've been here a little over 9 years.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, Dawn beat, yes, we
Yeah.
did, yes.
Yeah, she's actually has her first story, well, she's above the fold tomorrow, and she has a magazine article coming out, hopefully it'll be in next week.
Great, great.
Good. Welcome.
Welcome.
If it's any comfort to you, my wife's a Hoosier.
Is that?
Well, does any council members want to make a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Open mic.
Wait, open mic?
Oh, I thought,
I think that was it.
yeah, open mic. You want to address the council? Good. Now, do we have a motion?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Okay.
That's something you want to